How can you recognize that you are a genuinely malevolent ruler? When your actual name is Vlad Dracula, that alone is sufficient for people to label you as Vlad the Impaler, as you can deduce from his real name. Vlad the Impaler hailed originally from what is now known as Romania. Still, in the 15th century, it was referred to as Wallachia. The inhabitants of Wallachia endured immense suffering under the reign of the Impaler. When other rulers witnessed the true extent of Vlad's atrocities, they were struck with fear, attempting to decipher his preferred methods of torture and death. Want to learn more about the story of Vlad III, also known as Vlad Dracula, but primarily recognized today as Vlad the Impaler? Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our future content. Without any further delay, let's get started with the video. The Impaler. Vlad Dracula was born in the most appropriate place for someone named Transylvania. It has yet to be discovered precisely when he was born, but the best estimates that people have made are that he came into the world between 1428 and 1431. No one can say who Vlad Dracula's mother was, but his father was most definitely Vlad II, then Vlad Dracula. When Vlad the Impaler was just a young boy, he witnessed the immense challenges of governing a nation amidst several formidable powers. His father ascended to the throne of Wallachia in 1436 after the death of his half-brother. Initially, Vlad II attempted to resist the Ottomans. Still, when they invaded and peasants revolted, he had no choice but to pledge allegiance to Ottoman ruler Murad II. Over the next few years, Vlad II sought to maintain a delicate balance between the Ottomans and European powers. During times of conflict, he sided with whoever seemed likely to prevail. However, Vlad II's actions turned cruel when he imprisoned his son, Vlad Dracula. This pivotal event may have contributed to the boy's later moniker, Vlad the Impaler. After years of switching allegiances back and forth, Vlad II enraged Murad II. So Murad summoned Vlad II to his palace and imprisoned Vlad Dracula and his brother Radu. As a selfish father, Vlad II abandoned his sons so that he could be accessible again soon. Vlad II was back in his country and ruled the people once more while his sons rotted in an Ottoman prison for 5 long years. Vlad follows in his father's footsteps. John Hunyadi decided to make a distant relative of Vlad Dracula, the king of Wallachia, named Vladislav II. By now, Vlad Dracula had convinced the Ottoman Sultan that he could take over Wallachia and make it an extension of the Ottoman Empire. So in 1448, Vlad Dracula led an Ottoman army into Wallachia as Vladislav II was busy fighting elsewhere, soon after Vlad Dracula had claimed the throne. But this would only last for a while. Vlad the Impaler battles Dan III. The third Dan III and his men invaded Wallachia, but the soldiers of Wallachia stayed loyal to Vlad. The Impaler knew what would happen if they were disloyal. In April 1460, Vlad defeated Dan III. In battle, Vlad told Dan III the excellent news: he wouldn't be impaled. But the bad news was that Dan III would have to dig his own grave and then get beheaded. With Dan III out of the way, the Impaler returned to Transylvania, determined to punish those who supported the would-be usurper. Once more, he rounded up these communities' inhabitants and impaled all the men and women. Vlad betrays the Ottomans. Now that Vlad the Impaler had secured his place on the throne of Valencia, he reasoned that he no longer needed to be a stooge of the Ottomans. He had been sending money from Wallachia to the Ottoman Empire, but now he decided to stop and keep that money for himself. Mehmed, the second Sultan of the Ottoman Empire, had spies in Wallachia who reported that Vlad was more vital than ever and was using his position to form an alliance with Hungary. So the Sultan arranged for Vlad the Impaler to be imprisoned again, but Vlad had his own spies and learned of this plot instead. Vlad captured those planning to capture him and soon had them executed, probably by impaling them before Mehmed II could amass an invasion force. That's all for today. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below, and we will try to get back to you. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. That's all for today. See you next time.